Hey everybody, welcome back to Code for Teachers. This is Chapter 3, Section 2, Dictionaries. Alright, so let's think about a new kind of data type. It's even different than lists. Lists are indexed, but dictionaries are key value pairs, which we're going to explain in some depth. But the basic idea is that if you know the key that you want, you can immediately look up the value in this key value pair. Why would you use a dictionary, this key value pair idea, instead of an indexed ordered list? Well, let's think about a deck of cards. So if you have an unshuffled deck of cards, you could predict the location of a card. But if it is shuffled, you would have to search through each card until you found the one that you wanted. And that's kind of the situation we have with lists, where if we don't know the exact index of the element that we want, we would have to loop through each one until we found the one that we wanted. Now, that might not seem so bad for 52 cards, but imagine that the deck is millions of cards, which often is the case in complex problems in computer science. We want another way of organizing data that might be a little bit easier to cut right to what we want. So a dictionary allows us to do exactly that, cut to the card we want, because we have some knowledge about the key under which the desired value is stored. Okay, so let's take a look at the syntax for dictionaries. Pretty simple, but it's important to pay attention to the details here. So we have users equals, and then we have curly braces, not square brackets like we did for lists. And then we have key value pairs. So the key is on the left-hand side and the value is on the right-hand side. Now in this case, both the key and the value are strings, but the key could also be an integer. But generally it would be one of those two. It would be a string or an integer. The value in this case is a string, but the value is much more flexible. It could be really anything you wanted, including another dictionary, including a list, or any of the other data types that we've encountered so far. So that value will be returned when we access a specific key in the dictionary users. So let's look at some of the ways that we can use dictionaries. So dictionary square brackets again, and the key, rather than the index, will produce the value. But if we say the dictionary of a new key equals value, that will insert the value at key k. We can delete values at a specific key by saying del and then dict and then the key inside square brackets. Just like we can do element in list, we can do key in dictionary, and that will return true if the key k is in the dictionary, false otherwise. The dict.keys method will return a list of all of the keys in the dictionary, which is really useful if you just want a list of all the keys. Similarly, dict.values will return a list of all the values in the dictionary. With these in mind, we're going to use dictionaries and lists to produce our lesson in the next video. I know that that was a very fast introduction to dictionaries, but I think it'll be a little bit easier for us to understand them in context during the lesson plan. That's it for this time. I'm Michael Taggart. Thank you for watching Code for Teachers.